just because I've had people ask, and I think it's kind of a funny meme. Considering I do them in Overwatch so often, I figured I'd do a Marvel Rivals beta tier list. Now, don't take it too seriously, because obviously it's a beta, you know, things are going to be changing. Although the balance from beta 1 to beta 2 is actually very similar, so it didn't actually, or sorry, alpha to beta didn't really change very much. So like this could be relevant for the rest of the beta and maybe in the future betas, but don't take it too seriously. It's just for fun mostly, but like there is truth in it, but it's also like, you know, parts of it might be just like skill issue because you haven't learned it. Like for example, in the beginning of the alpha or the beginning of the beta, everyone thought Black Panther was just a shit tier character, and then everyone started playing him, getting good at him, and went, wait, it's a skill check character. You just have to be like mechanically pretty good and understand your combos and understand engagements, and then the character's actually pretty damn good. So anyways, let's go really quick. Let's start with Hulk. Hulk, low-key, I don't think is very good. Most people think that he's terrible. I don't think he's that terrible, though. I think he's like an off-tank, weirdly enough. I found success with him when people found success against me too, playing like Venom Hulk, and you would just basically run in and play off tank for your Venom, and so your Venom would jump in, you jump in with him, you'd go pop your shields for you and your Venom, and then your Venom's going in and going crazy, and you know, if you have other dive characters, they're all going in and running around. So like, low-key, I don't actually think he's the worst. I just think he's probably really difficult to play, and the amount of value you get out of how difficult to play isn't that great. But at very best, I would probably say a B. Venom is easily the S tier tank, best tank in the game. Fucking busted ass hero. I mean, I'm fine with having characters being busted for a beta, though. You know what I mean? It's a fun time. It's a good time. Let everyone just have a good time. That's all it is. Fun character, though. If you haven't played Venom, play Venom. I don't actually have a great sense of Magneto, but I think Magneto's pretty good. I haven't played him a ton. Just not my playstyle. Kind of plays a little bit like a Sigma, where you just kind of, you know, spread out and just kind of poke people and do stuff like that. But he's fun. He has a lot of utility, a lot of value. Good character. Groot is actually the only character I feel like that dropped off quite a bit from beta or alpha to beta. I still think he's really fucking good though. Just not as good as he was in the alpha. Alpha, he was probably best tank. Now he's probably like third or fourth best tank at best. Strange is the other really good tank, I would say. Although I don't really play much Strange. Emong's played a lot of Strange. Jay played a lot of Strange. The portal back from spawn is basically like the TP. You know, like when you TP at a spawn in Overwatch to like get to point faster? Basically, this is the overtime version in which you pick Strange out of spawn, pop a teleporter in front of your spawn so your whole team can rush to the point and like touch for overtime and contest. So he really does have a lot of value. All the tanks in this game are really fun to play. Not all of them are the best. Like this one. Penny's pretty bad. Penny does have some value on like defensive side. Like you play like defense on Hybrid and Escort and you like sit around a corner or something, but God, she's just fucking ass. Her ult is actually a pay to lose button. Like it's an actual just lose button. There is legitimately no reason to ever even press the ult. D, you're generous. Listen, I was gonna put Penny in F, but like I feel like she does have some play. This is for fun list. Doesn't have to be objectively correct. Fuck it, we'll throw it in the F tier. She does good damage, but she just kind of stands there, and her ult is legitimately the most useless ult I've ever seen in a video game, and it's not even close. Thor. Thor is my favorite tank in the game to play, but I don't think he's very good. I think he requires way too much resources and value to like actually work. And he's just not that. Like you basically play your entire kit around popping his like his F, which is like his storm form where you go, but then it uses all three of your charges for your hammer. So then then you can't use your shift, then you can't throw your hammer. Oh yeah, by the way, never throw your hammer. It's fucking useless. Literally all it goes bonk and does like 30 damage. It's useless. Yeah, it's actually kind of sad how pathetic his hammer is. Anyways though, Scarlet Witch. I think Scarlet Witch is actually really good. She's basically like a Moira. She's like the Moira equivalent. Should I say what these characters are in case Overwatch people watch this and they're like, what characters are these to Overwatch? It's just basically a Moira equivalent, but in the DPS category. Pretty good. Black Panther is also really good. Honestly, I don't know if I'd throw him in S tier. I might throw him in S tier. Yeah, fuck it. Just for how much skill it takes to play this character. If you're really fucking good at him, you can pop off. Yeah, screw it. I'm going to throw him in the S tier, even though I think he's probably more A tier than S tier just because of how hard he is to play. This list is mostly off of potential, I think. So I would throw him probably in the S tier. He's really fun. It's basically the Genji of this game, and it's like basically Overwatch beta / release Genji before they added all the button cooldowns, like the immortality fields and the Suzus and the Briggs and stuff like that. So like basically when Genji could actually kill things. So it's kind of nuts. Magic's actually really fucking good. Magic's really good, but the problem is she's kind of difficult to play, and so some people are. I was playing some like quick play games because I was doing super long. Is this tier for OP or easy to play? It's a little bit of a. It's more of like who's the best like characters, I guess. It's not that serious. Don't take it too seriously. Like it's a beta, right? Like this is mostly just for fun, but it does have some value, right? It's like a little bit of both. Magic's really good, but the problem is though, she's hard. And so I played a lot of quick play games, like when I was doing really long streams for drops after like playing for a bit. And like some people are like, oh my God, Magic needs buff. But if you play like really against really good Magic players, like it kind of pops off. Hela is easily S tier. Hela is the Sojourn of this game. Not her kit, like just server admin. She's like the server admin character and can just take over the whole lobby. She kind of plays like more like her left click's more like Kiri. And then her right click's almost like the Needler from Halo, but also you have to aim it. Hela's really fucking good. Insanely good. Iron Man is okay. I don't think anything's wrong with Iron Man. I just don't think he's like the best character in the game, per se. Actually, well, hang on, I'm looking at the rest of this roster. Did I put him in B for the meme of Iron Man 3? Yeah, that's a good, actually. That's not bad. I don't know, he's kind of like, yeah, he's kind of like a Pharah, but he can be really strong. I don't know. I'm kind of torn. I'm gonna put him in B. I think there's slightly better DPS than him, but he's still super fun to play. Good character. Luna Snow, I thought was the most OP support. I don't think she's the most OP support anymore. I think Mantis is better, but I still think she's extremely good. So like, you gotta throw Luna Snow into S. Her ult is basically Transcendence from Overwatch, but you can also switch it over to Damage Amp. So it's like Transcendence if you could flip it from heals to damage boost, and it lasts a ridiculous amount of time. Luna's probably my favorite support to play. She's really fun. She's a really good time. That's the one thing I enjoy about this game a lot is like the characters are just fun to play. Punisher is easy S. Basically a Soldier 76, extremely high damage. You have two guns. You have your left click, which is your regular soldier gun, and then you can also swap to your secondary, which is shotgun. Shotgun's OP. Thing's busted. You can pop a turret, although the turret is really not that good unless you're playing against like really bad players, and then you can kind of like just absolutely shit stomp them, do tons of damage. His ult is arguably the strongest ult in the game. You just put out ridiculous amounts of damage. It's the scariest ult. You hear like the Punisher, like the ult's like it's like, what does he say? It's like judge, jury, execution. Everybody runs. Like everyone just goes pew, scatter as fast as you can, because there is no winning. There is no beating his ult. It is, unless you can all in him and kill him, but like everyone has to all in and kill him, and you're probably not gonna get that in a quick play game, so he goes crazy. Star-Lord I think is really good. Basically Tracer in the sky. Fun character. Ult is basically Soldier 76's ult with like visor. Oh man, you're gonna hate my Jeff rating. I think Jeff's really good though. Fun-wise, like it's just different. Spider-Man I think has easy potential to be S tier. He's just really difficult to play. I've seen some insane Spider-Man, but I haven't played it very much, and like the couple games I played, I wasn't very good at them, but I could see the potential. Really fun, really good character. Storm, I don't see that many Storms, and I feel like Storm when I see her is like good. She's good. Her ult is really good, but like other than that though, like I'm not like scared of seeing Storm. S tier Trust, you think so? I'm not like, I haven't played against any really scary Storm players. Bro, her ult is dummy broken. I know her, but her ult is the only thing that is like scary to me. I don't know. I just haven't played against any really good Storms. Like these ones, just like I've seen some absolute insane players. Her damage is literally insane. Yeah, but is her damage as good as Hela or Punisher? Or is like she have the kill potential of Black Panther or Spider-Man? I don't know. Like again, though, this isn't insane. Like this isn't supposed to be like the I know all tier list of like say Overwatch, right? Like this is a fucking beta. This is mostly for fun. This is just mostly my own feels, right? Loki. I don't think Loki's very good, but I don't think he's bad. Like he's fine. Like he kind of got nerfed a little bit, but I don't have a hard time killing Loki. Like the only problem, the way Loki becomes a problem is if you just leave up his clones. Like it's like Overwatch, right? Where like if they have a Torb and you keep leaving the Torb turret up, the Torb turret's gonna get tons of value throughout the fight. But as long as you kill the Torb turret every fight, he ain't gonna do a whole lot. Like he just the same thing as every other support. His wow factor gets removed as long as you kill the clones. Not everybody kills the clones though, so I think he can kind of be a pub stomper. My opinion though, I haven't had a problem against him. And I played a little bit of Loki. I didn't find him that much fun. He was probably my least favorite to play support. He was a little bit boring to me. Rocket's insane. Rocket's definitely one of the best characters. Brings so much fucking value. Can team up with so many characters. Has a res. Has a res that reses you at full HP. It's only one person, like, oh my god, I forget this guy's name. Holy shit, I'm blanking. He can res like the whole team. It's like a mercy res, but everyone's only res at 100 health. Rocket can res people at Adam Warlock, thank you. Rocket can res one person at full HP, and that's fucking so strong. Adam Warlock, I also think is really, really good. I don't know if I'd put him in S though. I think he's really good though. I just think Mantis is better. So like, I don't know if I'd put Rocket, Luna, and Warlock and Mantis all in S. He's Zen with a lot of heals. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. Again, don't take this too serious. Oh my god, I forgot his name too. The Aquaman dude. I always call him Aquaman, even though it's not Aquaman. Can be really strong. Namor. Thank you, chat. But the same thing as Storm. I don't really see people play him very often, and when they do play him, like, I'm not scared of Namor players. Like, they're never the X factor in a game, but like, they're fine. Just not the X factor. Oh my god, we gotta look out for them. We gotta look out for a Panther. We gotta look out for a Venom. We gotta look out for a Hela. We gotta look out for a Punisher. We gotta look out for a Spider-Man, right? Like, we gotta look out for those guys. Like, those guys are gonna come kill us all. You know what I mean? My favorite best boy, Jeff the Land Shark. I think he's a little bit trolly. I think he's a bit of a troll. His ult is really good. His ult is insane. And I love playing Jeff, and I think he's really fun. I just think he's kind of easy to dive and kill. I know, I'm sorry. He's still really fun, and he's cool. I'm sorry. I love him. He's the best boy. I can't. Listen, okay? The thing with the ult is the ult's so strong that what I noticed the really good players do is they don't actually spit people off the map because you can kind of like get back, you have movement. What they do is they just jump off. So if they get like 2 or 3 people and they eat them all, they just jump off the map. And they can't, and that's it. And they take like the 2-for-1 or 3-for-1 trade, and it's really insane. I know, I'm sorry. I like Jeff, but Jeff gets eaten. Jeff gets kind of eaten by like Black Panther or like Venom. Venom actually eats poor Jeff. Sad. And I tell that because I played a lot of Venom. And then Mantis, easily the last S tier. Mantis is so strong. Yeah, Jeff's big weakness is dive, and dive's really strong. So as much as I love Jeff, I can't do it. But Mantis is arguably the best support. I think Mantis is the best support in the game. I think Luna's still really strong. I think Rocket's really strong. I think Mantis is probably the best one. Don't take it too seriously. I thought it would be fun to at least go through and just kind of go through it, because like I always do these for Overwatch, and maybe, you know, if you get into the beta, which first off, I hope you do get in the beta, because the beta system is fucking terrible, and the way they did the drops is kind of terrible. So yeah, hopefully you get to play. Maybe this will help you a little bit on who you should pick. I would recommend Venom. I would recommend Black Panther. I'd recommend Luna Snow. I'd recommend Mantis. I'd recommend Jeff. Those are really fun characters to play. But yeah, there you go. There's your quick Marvel Rivals tier list.